Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnanadevula channel. Today we will try to understand one more sutra of first chapter, second section, and then sixth sutra it is. The sutra is like this. Om Anupapattes na Sharirah. Om. Ending and the beginning, this Omkara is there. It is only to ensure that this is primordial sound is. It represents this Omkara represents Srishti Saram and then all those things. Now, let us try to understand it, but before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Please go through the contents, go through the video completely and then post your comments. Now, what is the word by word meaning? We will go through. Anupapatte, that means it is not reasonable. Upapatti means not reasonable. Anupapatte, that means because it is illogical, it is not logical. However, used for emphasis or contrast, however, na, that means not. Sharirah, that means the individual soul or embodied self. That means self is here and this body is covering it like this, Jiva. This Jiva is here and it is embodied. This is not. So, what does this, how do we understand this? If you just simply put it in a sentence, not the individual soul, Jiva, because it is illogical. So these sutras are very, very crisp, and then we have to look beyond all these things to find out the meaning. Now, what is the sutra saying now? It addresses a kind of, some kind of misunderstanding, a possible misunderstanding from the Upanishads. When you read the Upanishads, when we go through the Upanishads, there could be some kind of a misunderstanding of the narrations there. How do we understand the narration in the Upanishads? So now, in some of the Upanishads, are the Upanishads saying that the Jiva, that this, the individual soul, Jiva, whether it is the same Supreme Brahman. Somebody gets a doubt, like that, whether Jiva is a supreme, embodied individual soul is the Supreme Brahman. Brahmaiva aham, that means I am Brahma. Like this, this statements, they make, when you listen to such statements, aham brahmasmi, brahmaikama. So it says that whether, what does it mean? It means the embodied individual soul is the Supreme Brahman. Is it correct? The sutra clearly says no. That interpretation which appears in the Upanishads is illogical. Anupapatti. That means it is not logical. It is illogical. So here the background and context would be, in the previous sutra we saw the Upanishads are talking about Brahman, not other entities like Prana, Akasha, Agni, all those things. But some passages may sound like they equate the individual soul Jiva with Brahman. So here the question arises, could the well-known entity that is Brahma or all which is discussed everywhere in the Upanishads, where that this entity is Upanishads describe, whether that could be Jiva, whether that could be individual soul, individual self, the answer to this is no. Because The Jiva is limited. Jiva is limited. It is not unlimited. It is not omnipresent, omniscience. All those qualities are not there. Moreover, it is bound by karma. Whatever, according to the karma theory, whatever it does, it has to undergo action, and then the result, it goes. And ignorance and duality. Because Jiva is bound by karma, ignorance and duality, and since Brahman is infinite, pure consciousness beyond all limitations, it is illogical. Anupapattes is illogical to say that the limited Jiva is the Brahman that creates and sustains this universe. This is how it is to be understood. So now, let us try to understand through an example. Imagine a drop of water and the vast ocean. The drop represents the Jiva. Small, limited. It is surrounded by form and separation. The drop, if you take out, it is in this form, like this, in the round form, and then it is in the droplet form. It is separate, it looks like. But the ocean is Brahman, infinite, powerful, formless. So to say the drop itself is the ocean, to compare this drop itself as the entire ocean, while it is still in limited form, is illogical. However, when the drop merges back into the ocean, its true nature as ocean water is realized. That is liberation. That is moksha. To say the drop itself is the entire ocean, while it is still in limited form, is illogical. So, the Vedantic clarification, this sutra aligns with the Advaita Vedanta perspective. At the absolute level, Paramarthika level, the Jiva and Brahman are one. But at the empirical level, that is at the Vyavaharika level, the Jiva, while still bound in the body, cannot be called the Supreme Brahman in the cosmic creator sense. So this sutra ensures, don't confuse the ego-limited self with the all-pervading Brahman being described in the scriptures. So how this helps the seeker? How this helps the seeker of truth? Avoids misinterpretation. Stops the seeker from thinking, I, as I am now, limited and bound, am already Brahman. You have to first think that I am now limited, I am bound by karma, logic, all those things, and then therefore I should not think that I am already Brahman. Realization and all those things comes only with knowledge and inner purification. So clarifies liberation's meaning. You are not already free as a limited being, but when ignorance is removed, you see that your essence is Brahman, not the limited personality. So to conclude, the Sutra Anupapattes Tu Na Sharirah firmly says it is not logical to interpret the Upanishadic descriptions of Brahman as referring to the individual soul. The qualities don't match, therefore the Upanishads speak of Brahman, not the embodied self. This helps us distinguish between the true self Atman is equal to Brahman and the limited self Jiva, which is subject to illusion. So viewers, with this explanation, we conclude this episode. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you viewers.